Buenas tardes. Mire, mi pregunta era, tras una carrera tan relevante como la suya, ¿no?, con más de 80 títulos a su espalda como actriz, ¿qué ha sido lo que le ha motivado ahora dar el paso a la dirección con esta película que está presentando aquí en Sevilla? Y sobre todo, ¿cómo conecta su experiencia como actriz y como directora también ahora con el cargo de presidencia en la European Film Academy?
Well, the thing is, it came naturally, I would say, because when Robert Redford talked to me, it clicked. You know, I said, he's right. And I was a little frightened that he was going to come with his camera and film it. So I said, no, we're doing it, we're doing it. There was a little bit of that in when he talked about it. And then the need of this, you know, Solène Rito and Ola Strom, who are, you know, the first one to propose me to help me with the project. Then it came all together. I said, yes, I'd love to do that, because I had already planned it in my head, in my soul, and, you know, 15 years before. So it came naturally, I would say. And you know, when you're an actor, you're also in the midst of the directing thing. So it's very natural, in a way, to be part of, you know, of directing, even though those images belongs to my sister's filming, because she's a director and she did films with those brushes. But in common, we don't. I used other brushes than she did. I have like two and a half minutes of the same images, because I wanted to, because the process of creation is really something that really interests me. But very, you know, I've always been interested in, and that's probably why being an actor it's so wonderful, because you go into different worlds with different directors. Because it's all the questions about what is happening, and, you know, it's all those why, where, when, how. It's all you stay on the questions all the time, and you never, answers are not really creative. It's when you see those sentences, you know, ver o sentir. It's all the questions of, because you want to evolve, you want to let go of the past. You want to know yourself. In the need of knowledge, there's that you need to be on top of those questions, because otherwise you're dying. You know, and every single time you've got to put yourself into those questions. Every morning it should be like that, you know, and to relove the moment of life, and of breathing, of seeing your loved ones, or your neighbors, or the people outside you don't know. It's always being in this movement of love and life that comes together. And I hope I will continue, because I love acting. I think it's the incarnation cannot be replaced, and it's because directing, you incarnate, you film while you're editing mostly. You're working with DP, you know, you're working usually when you have you know, you're with a brother, sister, DP is very important, because you make the film like that. And after that, it's the editor, of course. The relationship with the editor is so important, but yet you've got to know where you want to go. So, what am I saying? EFA. I'm thrilled to be part of this group of people, and I think the idea of, you know, not only protecting the European films versus the US. I mean, it's that, because European is not only are European, political or economic European, but it's for 57 countries altogether, so it's enlarged. It's very important to be together in order to have a force that is defending our, our souls, our territories, our beings, and I think, as a community of the art of filming, we put arts first and the business second. On the other side of the Atlantic, it's different. It's first business into, and that's why they struggle so much to have some help. So I'm thrilled to be part of it, and the contract is only 3 years or 4 years, so we'll see as we going. But knowing that it was Bergman and Wenders and Holland, before, it's very overwhelming for me to be part of that journey.